Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Wedding Insider series here on my channel. For those of you who don't know, this is an ongoing series of videos where I get to sit down and interview some of my very favorite South Florida wedding vendors to bring you their talents, their story, and why I think they should be a part of your wedding day. Let's do it. My name is Travis Harris, pro photographer and educator, and for today's episode, I'm sitting down with Morgan, who is the wedding specialist here at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Coral Gables. Thank you so much, Morgan, for taking the time to sit down and talk with me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
I know, Morgan, that you have a very unique kind of family story about the Hyatt brand and how that's been a part of your whole family's life, especially with your dad. Tell me a little bit about, the history where your father started and how you kind of became into that picture.
So my father has been working for Hyatt for 30 plus years, and so when we were growing up, he spent a lot of time at work, and the only way for us to really spend time with him was to go to work with him, and that's when I really kind of discovered my true passion. I've been doing turning ballrooms and doing dish-ups since I was about 7 years old. So I've got to see from the very early ages of all the steps that it takes to create a flawless event and to make sure that everybody's happy. So it was really a wonderful time to be able to spend time with him, but to also kind of uncover my ultimate career passion.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. No, that's awesome. 7 years old. I mean, that's pretty early age. That's pretty incredible.
Standing on a milk crate.
No, for sure. And you're not from South Florida originally, are you?
No, originally from Chicago, but we moved around a lot, with my father's job, jumping from place to place. I relocated to South Florida about 7 years ago from upstate New York. Mm-hmm. It was an easy decision to make, going from upstate New York to Miami. And I've been here for about 7 years, and I've loved it every day since.
That's great. And when you came to Miami, did you start here at the Hyatt in Coral Gables, or did you work somewhere else?
I started as a server and a bartender to kind of get my feet wet within Miami, but then I started over at the Hyatt Miami in downtown, mm-hmm. And spent about 5 years there and learned a lot of great things, and then I transitioned over to the Hyatt Coral Gables so I could kind of finesse my skills as a wedding specialist and social events manager.
That's awesome. And how long have you been here at this property?
Over a year now.
Great, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you like it?
I love it.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there are a ton of options for any bride to consider when thinking about a wedding venue, and I've kind of spoken a lot about why I love this place and why it should be a top pick based on the logistic and creative factors. And this was especially evident in the recent video commercial that I made for my clients on this specific hotel. In fact, let's roll a 60-second preview of that video now. All right, guys, today I'm going to show you one of my favorite hotels to shoot a wedding in and why this place is just absolutely incredible. Let's do it. If anyone is in a prime position to talk about some of the best places to have a wedding in South Florida, it's me. You need to consider the big picture. I wish every hotel had a room like this, but they don't. I'll tell you, if your hair and makeup is running late, this is where you're going to find me. This is a no-brainer and the only way that I roll. Now, making that video was a lot of fun, and if you guys want to see the full version, be sure to check out the link below. So Morgan, thinking about this hotel from your perspective, what are some of the things that really kind of stand out to you in terms of why this place is better than your competition?
I feel like the care and the service that not only you will receive throughout the entire planning process, but the guests will experience on the day of is a huge component of why you should select this particular location for your venue, for your wedding day. We'll guide you on every direction that you need to have to make sure that everything is flawless and a smooth transition, and to make sure that you feel comfortable and cared for throughout the entire event.
For sure. And, I mean, that sort of goes into just, I think, the whole personable aspect. And, from an outsider, from a vendor that, just comes to the hotel and, has my clients here, one of the things, the biggest thing that I notice working here, and I know that I'm not alone in thinking this, is just, having that awesome personal connection with the people here. And that just cannot be overstated enough. I mean, that's really what separates a property from another. Because you can have even two identical hotels with two identical setups in the same city, right? But, what would be the difference between the two? It's going to come down to the staff, the people, and how they treat and react and respond to the clients. And that's what I notice. And, like even just working here, like the attention that we receive as vendors, like that's behind the scenes. That's beyond what a paying client is even going to see. So obviously, if that is really good, then we have to assume, and we just know that the client experience is just going to be phenomenal. And that's really great.
No, I mean, we definitely understand that every single element to a wedding, from the wedding favors to the vendors they selected, it's a hand-selected thing, and there's a reason why these components have been chosen to be part of someone's special day. So I treat that with the highest regard and understand that's important to you. So that's what we want to convey to everybody, that every decision that you've made is very important to the day, and we treat it with the utmost respect.
So Morgan, obviously with all of your experience here at the hotel and weddings and all the good stuff that you're a part of here, what's one solid piece of advice that you could recommend to any bride getting married?
To just relax and enjoy the day and trust the people that you have hired to execute your vision. We're here to make sure and guide to every possible outcome, and to make sure that you are really going to enjoy the day as husband and wife. Because that's the goal. It's about you and not all the other things. Let us worry about the other things, and we'll take care of it from you.
Yeah, that's very true. And I mean, I echo that same exact thing too. And I, of course, see it like you day in and day out. Having clients that can realize, look, it's always something on the wedding day. So embrace the something and don't let it kind of dictate the whole day. Relax, enjoy the day. It's going to fly by so fast, right?
Absolutely.
And just, enjoy what's there, and just know that, hire the right people, get vendors that you're secure with, and everything else is going to be great. So that wraps up this episode of Wedding Insider. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.